Hello, welcome to step 3 of the formula of change. Today we are going to talk about reveal the life you're meant for and reveal what you want. So the first day we were talking about how to access this place inside of us who tells us what we're meant for, and we made the difference between the brain and our space of the heart and source to be sure that what we want is meant for us and doesn't come from the brain, which that tells us this is what you should want, this is what you should do, and this is what you should be in order to have a successful life. Because the brain can only tell us information based on our experience and how we lived it, and it will never be able to give us new information or access to new experiences. So we have to step behind this, step behind the known, go into the unknown, and therefore to the source. Then in step 2 we were talking about coherence, and that once we found what we are meant for, we have to be coherent with this new reality. We have to act through it and from it, and we can't go back to the old identity, which is saying that it is still lacking something, or only for the case because it feels more comfortable and more known to go back there than to be in the new and in the unknown and in the uncomfort. So step 3 is all about what happens once we accepted it. How is life changing? What is happening to us? How does our feelings and thoughts and actions and interests and mood change through this acceptation of this new reality? And what will be really interesting to see is how life will change, how people will change, how old structures will fall away, how chaos may show itself into your lives, and what are the feelings you are sensing, like something like overwhelming, or that's too much, or I can't breathe, I can't hold onto something. These are all signs to show you that change is happening in your life, and you must have the capacity to hold it, not to freak out. So if you could just take off all your judgment, all your ideas of status, forms, titles, and matter and jobs, and to really understand how are you experiencing yourself as the greatest power in this world. Because even if you may think you're in lack, so even if you may have continued to choose this old card and think, oh, it will be one day, or I can't yet see change, or I have to do something more, I have to learn more, I have to do something different, and all this kind of stuff. Even if you're doing this and separating yourself from what you want, you're still the greatest power in this world. So what are you doing? Not what you're doing, but what are you actually doing? How are you choosing? What are the thoughts? What are the emotions? How does it taste to play this card? What are your expectations? And all this is step number 2. And that is why I was so specific that you had to do this homework, because you have to be conscious of what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because once you are, it's really fun. So how does it feel to live what you want now? How is it to be a speaker? How is it to be at the head of a business? How is it to have a deeply fulfilling job? How is it to be healed? How is it to feel ease and fun in life, to be conscious that we are the creator of our lives and reality? How does it feel to have the results you want in life? And what is really important to know is you can't, when you give those titles in the specific form, you can't go into the brain. You can't say it must look like this, or it must feel like this, or I have to do this and this and this in order to experience this, and I can only experience my fulfillment once I have this job, or once I have the financial results, or once I am the speaker. It doesn't work like that. Life reflects us, who we are and who we believe to be. So you have to believe that you have what you want in order for life to reflect you that you have what you want. Which is what is really interesting, is that you will see it quite immediately that something has changed, that you're not the same person once you accepted what you want. You will have this certainty that you are the one who has what he or she wants. You will have the certainty that everything what comes is in for you. So it's this feeling of, I am choosing what I'm meant for, or who I'm meant for, and I am choosing to accept everything, every form that will be presented for me in this life. And then you will experience that there will be change without you doing anything, but only, I'm not saying waiting, I'm saying you are not the one controlling the outcomes. You do what you have to do, and you know you have to do. And then life rearranges itself for you. And there will be some, you may call it challenges, but it's really not. It's more opportunities disguised, or that you judge as challenges, but these are just one part or one point of the form that will give you the opportunity to experience what you have accepted for you. So you will no longer act through an identity of lack and believe that it is something difficult. You will take it as an opportunity and feel absolute peace, absolute knowing that this is just here to reveal who you are, reveal the power you have, reveal the possibilities of what you can do with all of it. So take this like an experiment. What happens when you accept that you are the greatest power in this world and you are accepting why you're here for? You are accepting what you want as a reality of what you want now. What happens when you live it now? What happens when you are the one who has it now? So you have to disconnect from the form around you, because your mind wants to say you it's not there. You have to go inside and feel it is here. I can feel it. I believe in this experience. And you have to bridge this gap. And I don't like really this expression, because there is no gap. You have to reveal that there is no gap and make it so real for you. You have to experience this reality even before other people can see it. It is true. And then be ready for everything that will be presented in your life, so that you can make this new experience of yourself. And you have to understand these details and things coming up that may seem little, but life is a masterpiece. It will not be a ta-da-da-dum. It can be slowly, and with every step and every choice you make in every moment. That is how I'm working. And then there can be some big changes, which can be, what is this? But you have to act from this place of, oh great, opportunity. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I will make it. This kind of feeling. It is certainty. I'm expressing now what I want. I'm experiencing now what I want. So take the space in the group. Tell me how this manifests in your life. And again, it's not really a word I like. It's how is it to choose what you want as a reality now? How does it feel? How does it change your perception of life? How does life rearranges itself for you? What sensations are coming up? What feelings are coming up? Can you look at this without judgment and by understanding that this is just how it works for you? Can you take it as an experiment? And can you be in the most powerful acceptance and certainty that it is done? Tomorrow we will have our question and answer call. Say you had a joker in the group asking for your questions. You can put all your questions in there. I will treat them tomorrow in the call. And I will also talk about what works and what does not work. And this will really be much easier if you give your personal experiences, so I can go in there and show you what is happening. Yeah, that will be quite fun. So enjoy yourself, love it what you're doing, and I see you tomorrow.